नमस्ते स्टूडेंट्स, खुश रहो बेटियों। आई जेवीएन डॉक्टर नरेंद्र सिंह शेखावत, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ शल्य तंत्र, फैकल्टी ऑफ आयुर्वेदिक साइंस, ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी, जयपुर। In previous class, we discussed about anatomy of stomach. Today, we will discuss about pyloric stenosis. What mean by pyloric stenosis? Stenosis means narrowing of the opening. Pyloric stenosis or pyelurostenosis is narrowing of the opening from the stomach to first part of small intestine known as duodenum. The pylorus means gate. It means pyloric stenosis related to the pylorus part of the sternum. This pic is showing the pyloric stenosis. This is the stomach and cellular tissue. This is narrowed. Narrowed means stenosis. Stenosed pylorus. This is the first part of intestine is called duodenum. This narrowing is called pyloric stenosis. Okay, students. What is the causes of stenosis? Now we will read. This is showing the normal physiology of stomach. Due to enlargement or hypertrophy of the muscle surrounding the opening, which spasm when the stomach empties. स्टेनोसिस कब होता है? जब स्टमक खाली हो और जो मसल्स है उसके स्टमक की, उसमें स्पाज्म हो जाता है, उस वजह से वहां पे मसल्स में हाइपरट्रोफिक हो जाती है। दिस कंडीशन कॉज सीवियर प्रोजेक्टाइल नॉन बिलियरस वोमिटिंग। उसकी वजह से वहां पे जो ओपनिंग है वो नैरो हो जाती है। दिस कंडीशन कॉज सीवियर प्रोजेक्टाइल नॉन बिलियरस वोमिटिंग। इसलिए इसमें जो स्टमक के अंदर रिफ्लेक्स बनता है और रिफ्लेक्स से वोमिटस मटेरियल बाहर आता है, बट उस वोमिटस मटेरियल में बाइल कम होता है, बाइल नहीं होता है, क्योंकि यूरिनम से स्टमक वाला पार्ट ब्लॉक है। इस वजह से इट most often occurs in the first few months of life, means early age. It more specifically labeled as infantile hypertrophic pyloric stenosis. This one is showing infantile hypertrophic pyloric stenosis. The thickened pylorus is felt classically as an olive-shaped mass in the middle part of or right upper quadrant of the infant's abdomen. Right upper quadrant of the infant's abdomen. Pyloric stenosis also occurs in adults where the cause is usually a narrowed pylorus due to scarring from chronic peptic ulceration. Pyloric stenosis also occurs in adults where the cause is usually a narrowed pylorus due to scarring from chronic peptic ulceration. कोई भी किसी तरह के पेप्टिक अल्सर की वजह से वहाँ पे कोई स्केर हो जाए, स्कार फॉर्मेशन हो जाए, तो उसकी वजह से वहाँ पे फाइब्रोसिस हो जाता है, तो उस वजह से पायलोरिक स्टेनोसिस बनता है। पायलोरिक स्टेनोसिस इज डिफाइंड एज नैरोइंग स्टेनोसिस ऑफ द outlet of the stomach so that food cannot pass easily from it into the duodenum. Pyloric stenosis result in feeding problem and projectile vomiting. तो उसकी वजह से पायलोरिक स्टेनोसिस की वजह से जो स्टमक की ओपनिंग है ड्यूodenum वाली वो नैरो हो जाती है, तो जो फीडिंग जो फूड मटेरियल होता है वो स्टमक से इंटेस्टाइन में नहीं जा पाता और डाइजेस्ट नहीं हो पाता, वो स्टमक में ही पड़ा रहता है। तो उसकी वजह से रिफ्लेक्स होता है, खाना नीचे जाता है, बट वहाँ नीचे ओपनिंग बंद रहती है, तो खाना वापस स्टमक से लेके, जैसे आप इस डायग्राम में समझ सकते हैं कि खाना इसोफेगस से आ रहा है, वो स्टमक से होता ड्यूडेनम में जा रहा है, बट ड्यूडेनम वाला ये पायलोरिक स्फिंक्टर में स्पाज्म हो गया तो यहाँ से नेरोइंग होगी, तो ये ऊपर वाला स्टमक वाला खाना वापस रिफ्लेक्स होके ऊपर की तरफ चला जाएगा इसोफेगस की तरफ। तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, फीडिंग प्रॉब्लम्स होगी, प्रोजेक्टाइल वोमिटिंग होगी, वो नॉन ब्यूबुलस होगी। these are the incidents of pyloric stenosis commonly in the first born male child. Most common cause of laparotomy for 1 year, age 3 weeks to 3 months. Child of those parents who with pyloric stenosis means it is the familiar condition. Also causes and risk factors. Idiopathic cause, nitrous oxide synthesis deficiency, nerve cell theory means ganglion cell theory. Sex pyloric stenosis is seen more often in boys, especially first male born child than in girls. Premature birth pyloric stenosis is more common in babies born prematurely than in full-term babies. Family history. Studies found higher rates of this disorder among certain families. Pyloric stenosis develop in about 20% of male descendants and 10% of female descendants of mothers who had the condition. Smoking, pregnancy, the beer can nearly double the risk of pyloric stenosis. Early antibiotic use. Babies given certain antibiotics in the first weeks of life. Example, it is example erythromycin to treat whooping cough, for example, have an increased risk of pyloric stenosis. In addition, babies born to mothers who took certain antibiotics in the late pregnancy also may have an increased risk of pyloric stenosis. Bottle feeding. Some studies suggest that bottle feeding rather than breastfeeding can the risk of pyloric stenosis. In adult, it can occur due to history of pyloric peptic ulcer in pylorus region and hypertrophic region in muscle layer of pylosis. Now, pathophysiology. Pathophysiology and other clinical features and treatment will discuss in next class. So, students, that all this is all about pyloric stenosis definition, then causes, etiology, and all about this. Pathophysiology and other topics we will discuss in tomorrow class. This session is powered by Digital Session 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Hope students, you are satisfied. If you have any queries or doubt, please comment in please mention in comment box. I will resolve it soon. Thank you. Namaste students. खुश रहो बेटियों. I JVN Dr. Naren Singh Sekar, Department of Assistant Professor, Department of Shalya Tantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. In previous class, we discussed about pyloric stenosis part first, means definition of pyloric stenosis, causes of pyloric stenosis, and images of pyloric stenosis, and incidence of pyloric stenosis. In consequence, today we discuss about pathophysiology of pyloric stenosis. What is the pathophysiology of pyloric stenosis? The gastric outlets obstruct due to the hypertrophic pyloric impairs emptying of gastric contents into duodenum. As a consequence, all ingested food and gastric secretion can only exit via vomiting, which can be a projectile nature. As I told you earlier, that is a projectile vomit non bilirubin. Persistent vomiting result in loss of stomach acid. The chloride loss result in a low blood chloride, blood chloride level, which impairs the kidney's ability to excrete bicarbonate. This is the significant factor that prevents correction of the alkalosis. The vomited material does not contain bile because the pyloric obstruction prevents entry of duodenal contents into the stomach, as I told earlier. A secondary hyperaldosteronism develops due to the decreased blood volume. The high aldosterone level causes the kidney to avidly retain sodium ion and excretes increased amount of potassium into the urine. Thus, the body compensatory response to the metabolic alkalosis is hyperventilation, resulting in elevated arterial PCO2, means oxygenated PCO2. Clinical manifestation or symptoms. Sign of pyloric stenosis usually appears within 3 to 5 weeks after birth. Pyloric stenosis is rare in babies older than 3 months. Sign and symptoms include vomiting after feeding, persistent hunger, stomach contractions, dehydration, change in bowel movements, weight problems, olive-shaped mass. This is called pyloric at angle between right rectus muscles and liver. Now, the medical management or treatment. Infantile pyloric stenosis is typically managed by surgery. Very few cases are mild enough to be treated medically. The danger of pyloric stenosis comes from the dehydration and electronic disturbance rather than the underlying problem itself. Therefore, the baby must be initially stabilized by correcting the dehydration and the abnormally high blood pH seen in combination with low chloride levels with IV fluid. This can usually be accomplished in about 24 to 48 hours. Intravenous and oral atropine may be used to treat pyloric stenosis. It has a success rate of 85 to 89 compared to nearby 100% of pylorectomy. However, it requires prolonged hospitalization, skilled nursing, and carefully follow up during treatment. It might be an alternative to surgery in children who have contraindication for anesthesia or surgery, or in children whose parents do not want surgery. The surgical management. Laparoscopic pylorectomy. This is the surgical management. Fred Ramstead pylorectomy. You can see this is the Fred Ramstead pylorectomy. This, these are two. These two are the surgical intervention for pyloric stenosis. First one is laparoscopic pyloromyotomy, and second one is Fred Ramstead pyloromyotomy. This is all about the pyloric stenosis. Okay, students, clear? This session is powered by Digital Session 2.0 Jyoti Vidya University, Jaipur. Hope hope you are understand. I hope you are satisfied with this session. If you have any doubts and queries, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it soon. Thank you.